To the Filipino Youth by Jose Rizal. A translation in English by Charles E. Derbyshire. Hold high the brown serene, O youth, where now ye stand. Let a bright sheen of your grace be seen, fair hope of my fatherland. Come now, thou genius grand, and bring down inspiration with thy mighty hand. Swifter than the wind's violation, raise the eager mind to higher station. Come down with pleasing light of art and science to fight, O youth, and there untie the chains that heavy lie, your spirit free to glide. How in flaming zone, amid the shadows thrown, the Spaniards' holy hand, a crown's resplendent band, proffers to this Indian land. Though who now would rise on wings of the rich emprise, seeking from Olympian skies songs of the sweetest strain, softer than ambrosial rain. Though whose voice divine rivals Philomel's refrain, and with varied line through the night benign frees mortality from pain. Though who by sharp strife wakest thy mind to life, and the memory bright, O thy genius light makest immortal in a strength. And though in accents clear of Phoebus to Apellius dear, or by the brush's magic art, takest from nature's store apart, the figure on simple canvas length. The poem To the Filipino Youth by Dr. Jose Rizal is a message primarily to tell the importance of one's loved and appreciation to his dialect or language, for it is the bridge and intermediary connecting people's country to each other. In this poem, Rizal praised the rising generation. This poem can be considered as Rizal's first testimony and presentation of his nationalism. In this literary piece, he clearly referred to the Philippines as his home and motherland. Rizal thought in the poem relates to the role of the youth with the nation building. Dr. Jose Rizal composed the poem To the Filipino Youth, dedicating to the youth of the Philippines. He wanted the Filipino youth to use their capabilities, talents, skills to stand out not only for their own praise and success, but also for the praise and success of their own motherland, the Philippines. Dr. Jose Rizal wanted the Filipino youth to build up their abilities and use them to help those who are in need. Also, Dr. Jose Rizal challenged the youth through this poem to refine and nurture their talents in arts, to invigorate and reinforce their knowledge of the sciences, and to look forward and coming youth their chain of servitude. Undoubtedly, just like the other poems of our national hero Dr. Jose Rizal, the poem To the Filipino Youth is a masterpiece worth reading and comprehending for. If I were to base on my judgments, I can personally describe it as a real poem, that is, something that beautifully incorporated the essential elements of poetry. While I was examining it to every line, I was really captured and amazed with the manner of writing, the message it tries to stress and insist, and of course, with the sincerity and genuineness of the poem. These things made me feel more eager and interested to continue reading Jose Rizal's. These aspects were the principal strands of the poem, reasoning why my attention and time was wholeheartedly and heavily cut through this poem. On the other hand, the message this poem tries to convey to the Filipino youth is holding a very strong one, strong enough to persuade or induce those who are to be persuaded or induced, the Filipino youth. As one of those individuals, I could really feel the nationalistic courage within me glow brighter the moment I finished reading the poem. It was like telling me that I am one of the existing hopes of our country, and that through my skills and abilities, expertise, and knowledge of things, I am capable of protecting its freedom against oppressive forces that may come through. Moreover, it was like telling me that together with my co-youth, I am responsible for preserving the Philippines as a nation for me and the rest of the Filipinos, and not for the foreigners. Lastly, based on what I felt when I was reading the poem and the emotions that were expressed on each of the poem's line, as to the sincerity of the poem, I consider to the Filipino youth as indeed a work from the heart with no pretension, no boastfulness, no haughtiness, and no plasticity. You can really feel the eagerness that Jose Rizal wanted everyone to have consisted. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone. I am Angelica May Bacchus. 16-year-old, a grade 11 student under STEM strand in the Southwestern University, FINMA. And I thank you. Have a good day, everyone.